What's going on, guys? It's Maul with Jackalmen Games here. This will be a quick video, not very long, but me and James Fortune have a kind of in between regionals fun tournament, but it's competitive. There's some pretty big prizes on the line. Everything that's happening in Pensacola, Florida, this Saturday, and I wanted to know, what kind of decks did you guys want to see? Like, what kind of updates do you want to see? Because I'm going to be putting a vlog out. I'm going to be getting some deck techs that I think are really cool and stuff like that. And, I just want to make sure that, we can provide the best content for you guys over this weekend. So moving forward, whenever we go into our next regionals and everything like that, we can put out some great content for you guys that you actually want to see. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that and like I said, if you guys are going to also be in Pensacola, you can message me or James on Facebook, I'm sure, or on our Discord or anything like that under Maul or Fortune, and ask what we're going to be playing or what our other team members are going to be playing that are going with us, and just kind of pick our brains on why we chose these decks, because we're going really competitive at this event. We want to win, and we're going to use it as kind of like a good warm-up for our next regional, which is going to be on January 12th in Birmingham, Alabama, that's where we're from. Not Birmingham, but Alabama. And yeah, so I appreciate you guys riding along with me for this couple minutes. I just wanted to kind of put that out there. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Peace. What's going on, guys? Maul here with Jackalmen Games. I don't know why I almost tripped over my own words. And joining me today is a really good friend of mine named Lance. He actually won the Dothan, Alabama Store Championship this year, playing the Apocalypse. It was right after Gen Con, right?
Roughly.
All right. Yeah. And there's going to be another part of this video, either before or after this, where I spoke about what you guys want to see coming out of this weekend for my fun event, like vlog wise, deck tech wise, so we can kind of implement that going forward. But I just kind of wanted to pick your brain, Lance, about with the Holocron coming out and what you're expecting to see, or what you are thinking about playing, and if the Holocron kind of affected the meta at all in your eyes, or affected what you wanted to play.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Holocron wasn't what I expected to happen. I was more expecting a 2-point increase on Snoke, so that way, like, Snoke Thrawn could just die.
And Snoke Kylo could also die.
But, I mean, I would say that the 1 point is a bit awkward for everyone, just because they have these things called negative point plots. So if you play the negative point plots, you don't really have any side effects other than doing 2 damage to one of your characters, which, I mean, sure, it makes the deck weaker. They can die more to like hyper aggro, which I think might be what people will play now, because you'll probably see a lot of Snoke Thrawn with bitter rivalry, and
because I've been talking about that a little bit.
Yeah.
In the chat, like, they don't care. And then somebody mentioned to me, which, not to cut you off or anything like that, but somebody mentioned to me, they're like, well, what if they just don't choose your battle? What if they don't choose their battlefield? And I'm like, think about how dumb that is to give me my battlefield, and I'm playing Thrawn Snoke. Like, they just don't care, because even if you roll the die roll, which you have a really good chance with Thrawn Snoke, you're gonna choose their battlefield and gain that 2 health back, if anything.
Right.
And so it doesn't even really matter.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, because it's like the damage in the card doesn't come till after the die roll, because it's after setup. And so it's like you'll have 2 shields, and then you put the 2 damage there. So you can put the 2 shields on Snoke or Thrawn, and it doesn't really matter at that point. And I feel like you're right. You're kind of right. I think hyper aggro is going to be really good, but I feel like they did not help themselves at all with the Thrawn Snoke, or Thrawn, not Thrawn, but Snoke Kylo.
Yeah. Well, I think it was an interesting choice, but I don't think it's going to be interesting meta, honestly. I still think there's going to be a lot of Snoke Thrawn out there. One of the things I was looking at is actually Snoke Tarkin, which seems good for an aggro, but it doesn't seem like it has the most consistency based, considering that there's not a lot of resources for Tarkin to benefit from Snoke.
Well, about to say, you have a couple other decks that you're thinking about, which some are mill. How do you feel about mill? Being a mill player yourself, how do you feel about mill currently in the meta? Because in my personal opinion, I feel like it's really strong, but it doesn't have a face currently. Like, there's nothing that kind of super stands out. I built Kevin a Thrawn Wolf deck that focuses on the hand, which you know, that's good against vehicles, that's good against hyper aggro and everything like that, because you know you're able to wolf power action into Thrawn, and then later in the game, Wolf is messing stuff up. So
yeah, that seems like a good character combination for Wolf. I didn't think about that at first. I know one of the character combinations that I had before was Quinlos, but I'm not sure how great that'd be. I never looked too much into it, but I would say that Mill is in a good spot if you're trying to get rid of their hand, because there's a deck going around with Leia 2 and Lando that runs tries to just get rid of their whole hand so they can't do much of anything. But I think if you're in that ability to disrupt their deck and what they're doing, I think you have a lot better situation to get out of versus dying on turn 3 to Vader's Fist.
yeah, you have Vader's Fist still rolling around. And by the way, guys, this weekend I'll be playing. I know that we've been talking about this counter deck to the Shadowcaster, to all the vehicle decks, to Thrawn Snoke, to, you know, hyper aggro and stuff like that. I'm actually going to be playing that this Saturday, so hopefully it does well, because I'm trying to change things. So I'm going to use this as a good like buffer to going into the next regional. So that's kind of to segue into what I'm playing. What are you expecting that you think that you might play, or what are you kind of playing around with at the moment?
If I had to choose one deck to play, like, just without testing, I was like, all right, it's Friday night, I haven't had a lot of testing, I'm just gonna take Yoda Leia, because I think Yoda Leia is consistent enough to deal enough damage. Hopefully, I think the thing that slows it down would be mitigation, depending on what Snoke Thrawn does, because they can just wait for you to roll their dice and gain enough resources, I think, to control your dice, and then just do whatever they want after that point.
I know it's a real grindy matchup, because I know, you know, all you need is a cunning and a force wave, and you can like spread out 24 damage, and that's ridiculous.
It is pretty stupid.
And by the way, he's speaking about Yoda Bosch aggro.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't know, now you know. But yeah, are you excited for Saturday?
Yeah, I'm interested to see what deck I'll take and how it'll actually do it against everyone's decks.
Hey man, yeah, I'm super excited for it. I'm excited for Birmingham. You know, as a follow-up, we'll have a lot of time to buffer and kind of figure out things, but I do believe for the whole team that this is going to be our big, like, see where the meta's at and kind of like try to adapt to it and everything. And but yeah, guys, this was Lance. I thank you for joining me, man. That was really good.
Glad to be with you.
And all right, guys, this is Ma from Jackalmen Games. Appreciate you. Peace.